Hello friends, I am Shravana Lakshmi and welcome back to my channel Sparkling Future. Today we will discuss about working with Unix timestamp in Spark SQL with Scala. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the latest video notifications. Thank you. So friends, one of our friends asked this question like how to use the Unix timestamp, how to read the Unix timestamp in a Spark SQL as a data frame, and how to extract year, date, month from the Unix timestamp. Okay, so today we will see that. So friends, actually if you just Google like epoch converter, okay, epoch converter, it will give you this epochconverter.com. So whatever the timing that is given here, right, this is the Unix time. Okay, so let's say you just control V, control C, 1 second, okay, controls, you just copy paste that, and if you see here it is saying the date and time. Okay, so this is in some of the cases we use this because it's in numeric format, right? It is always very good in the optimization techniques also, so it will be faster, okay, because it's comparatively date and all. If any searching should be done, any search on the date field to be done, right, so it is very quick and easy because of the numeric format that it contains. So most of the cases the clients use this kind of time for the date time. So now for using that time in your program, you need to convert that to current date format and you might need to perform some operations on that. So today we will see how to do that. So by taking the date from this epoch converter, I created a sample file, friend. So it has only two fields, okay, id and sample date, and this is the the epoch time, and I am just giving it as id, okay, because you might be having some other fields, right? So just to let you know how to extract only this field and how to perform the operations, I just took the two columns. So I've created a sample object and defined the main method, created the Spark session. So now let's read the data frame. Okay, let's read this CSV file as a data frame. It has header, so I'm giving it as true. Unix date.csv. Okay, so now if you just see like show, if you see, it will show you only two fields with the Unix timestamp. So you can see here, right? So it has read this, but as now we will see how to convert this to the current date and time. I mean not current, whatever date it has. So here we can do, well, something I'm creating, okay. You can give any name for that. With column sample date is the one, right? Yeah, sample date is here, right? So for that column I'm saying that convert it to date from Unix time. So for using from timestamp, you have to import functions. Okay. This is closed. This is closed. Somewhere did I miss any? So you can see here, right? So it has given the today's date. Okay, so this is how we will read the Unix timestamp and we will convert that to normal date format like YYYYMDD format. So now let's see how to extract the month and year from the given this one. So let's say we'll say year, okay, because we are planning to extract the year from this, right? So year, and then here I'll just give show. So year, we have to give year, okay. Year is the default function available under the date function inside the SQL.functions dot date functions. So we can directly use it for extracting the year from there. So similarly, instead of year you can have month, quarter. Actually I have made another video with all the available date functions, okay. I'll give it in the I button as well. Please go through that for all the others. Each and every date function is explained in there very clearly. Okay, so if you see here, right, year is extracted from here. And similarly, we will say month, and here month, and we'll say quarter first, quarter, and then day of the week. Here it is day of week, and then day of the month. These are all predefined functions, okay. You can just use it. They are all available under this library, okay. So next, the similarly, okay, there are so many, and let's say you wanted to have the week name, okay, what is the name of the week, then you cannot directly use there is no direct function, so you have to use date format. And for this, right, till here it is closed, okay. So here you have to give if you just mention it will give the 3-letter week name, okay. Now let's run this to see the result of all this, like whether it has extracted the month and all that. So if you see here, month is extracted, quarter is fourth quarter, day of the week is 3, okay, and which is Tuesday, and day of the month is 5th, okay, because 5th October, right, that's why. So if you see here, it has given the 3 letters from the week name, and this is how we can extract all these things from the given date, okay. So, and if you wanted to have full week name, give 4 E's, okay, and then run it. So if you see here, entire name, week name has been printed, okay. So this is how we work with Unix timestamp, okay. This is the function. Earlier in Spark 1.5 it was a bit difficult, but now this is it has become the predefined function, so it's very easy to work with the date formats now. Hope this is clear to you, friends, and I request you to just search like epoch converter, epoch converter in Google. You work with a lot of files and you perform all the data operations, and anytime just ping me if you are facing any issues. Ping me means you can add in the comments, If you are facing any issues, I'll get back to you. Okay. Thank you for watching the video, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.